Hello, everyone, and welcome to the channel where we discuss the thoughts that make you just go, To start off, I have a question for you that I've personally have been asked multiple times, and I'm sure you have too. If you could be any animal, what would you be? Would you pick something majestic, a lion, an eagle, maybe a dolphin? Well, I'm here to ruin your decisions. Because there's a jellyfish out there that doesn't die. Meet the jellyfish that changed my decision. This jellyfish is floating somewhere in the ocean right now, and it might outlive you. Not because it's lucky. Not because it's strong, but because it's biologically immortal. The name is pretty hard to pronounce. Here's my attempt. Turritopsis darnii. Let me know in the comments if you're able to pronounce this. I'm still struggling. The jellyfish that looked aging in the eye and said, "No thanks." It doesn't die of old age. It doesn't retire. It just loops. Let's get into how it works and why it's so wild. When this jellyfish is stressed, injured, or just over it shapeshifts. It reverts back to its baby form. Like if your grandma suddenly turned into a toddler and said, "Let's try this life thing again." This process is called transdifferentiation. Basically, it reassigns its cells, like a biological career change. Hey, you were a tentacle. Now you're a stomach lining. Congrats. It's not magic. It's science. But it feels like magic. Okay, so this jellyfish has no brain, but stay with me here. It has no brain, no heart, no complex thoughts. But it figured out immortality. Meanwhile, we have brains. And taxes. And sometimes existential dread. But this jellyfish, it's sort of inspirational. It doesn't ever have to worry about its purpose in life. It doesn't spiral at 2 a.m. thinking about the past mistakes. It just exists. Forever. So, what if humans could do this? Imagine if you could reboot your life every time things got messy. That would be great, right? Bad breakup? Heck yes. Hello, jellyfish mode. Awkward Zoom call? Yikes. Yes, definitely happened to me before, and I would have loved to have a jellyfish mode. Forgot your password for the 12th time? Ha! Try 100th time. Where has this jellyfish mode been all my life? Just imagine you'd shrink back to baby form, start fresh, and pretend none of it ever happened. And honestly, it doesn't sound too bad. I wouldn't mind going back in time and reliving my childhood, having no worries, no rent, no car note. But here's the twist. The jellyfish doesn't remember. It doesn't carry trauma. It just resets. Clean slate. No baggage. No regrets. Is that freedom? Or is that terrifying? I say both, but still, you can live forever. Time doesn't mean much to this jellyfish. It doesn't celebrate birthdays. It doesn't fear wrinkles. It just pulses through the ocean, quietly outliving everyone. It's not flashy. It's not dramatic. It's just persistent. Okay, so what does immortality even mean? Immortality sounds cool. But what do you do with forever? Would you learn every language, watch every movie, eat every snack in existence? Or would you get bored? Forget who you were? Turn into a floating existential crisis? The jellyfish doesn't ask these questions. But we do. Because we have brains. An anxiety? And a deep need to make meaning out of squishy things, apparently. Maybe the jellyfish is more than just a biological anomaly. Maybe it's a metaphor for resilience, for reinvention, for letting go of what no longer serves you, and starting over without shame. It doesn't cling to the past. It doesn't fear the future. It just loops. And maybe we could learn something from that. So next time someone asks, if you could be any animal, forget lions, forget dolphins. I'm choosing the jellyfish that refuses to age, goes through the ocean, and quietly outlives everyone. It doesn't roar. It doesn't sparkle. It just exists. Forever. And maybe that's the weirdest flex of all. Like, follow and share if you've ever wondered what it would be like to live forever. Maybe you would choose jellyfish now after what you've heard. Leave it in the comments below. Thank you. And I hope you enjoyed this little episode of things that make you go,